Hey guys, this is Saravanan Ganesh. It's about 10:30 on a Tuesday night. Been up from about 4:45 or 4:50 a.m. Crazy day today. Just going after the $60,000 goal in 60 days. Just a goal we have, a challenge we have in our Facebook group. But before I went to bed today, I wanted to record this quick video. This is just a 1-minute introduction video to a previous video I had recorded earlier in the day. That video was about a story of how I stumbled from having a skill-based income to creating an asset-based income. And the first 2.5 minutes of the video, the audio is good, but the video did not render properly, but the audio is good. So I'm shooting this video, this one minute, if you will, just attach it to that video. So when you watch the video, you get the context behind, why the video is good, but the audio is good, but the video is not good. Been a long day. I don't want to redo the whole video, so I just thought I'll put this introductory 1-minute video. A lot of exciting things happening, but watch this video from now on. I actually show the exact niche I get into, the industry, the city, everything where I started the my rank and rent journey, if you will. And I've been making $300 a month from that rank and rent one asset for more than 8 years now. And I walk you through all of that. So it's a great video, and here you go. Hey guys, this is Saravanan Ganesh, and in this video, I'm going to tell you an interesting story. A story about how I went from a skill-based income to creating an asset-based income. About 2014 timeframe, I was working in General Motors, putting in time for money, literally. I had a good job. They gave me a good salary, good insurance, company car, company phone. It was the automotive industry, General Motors, Detroit, Michigan. But I wasn't really happy. I had to go in the morning, sit in a cubicle. It was a good job, don't get me wrong. It put food on my table, but then I had to take 8 hours of my time, sit and do things that sometimes I did not want to do. More than the job, I just did not like the office politics. And so there's a point in time around 2014, September, October timeframe. I'm like, I asked myself a question: what is this? What I'm going to be doing for the rest of my life? 5 years from now, do I want to be in the same cubicle doing the same things, or do I want to do something else? And I realized there are so many opportunities out there, and I started looking into other opportunities, everything from drop shipping to stock trading to network marketing to search engine optimization, online marketing, traditional jobs, traditional businesses, if you will. And I realized one thing, that there's a lot of opportunities that help make money, but very few will help create time to buy back time. And in my case, I wanted to buy back time. So long story short, I stumbled upon search engine optimization. I learned that skill. I started doing SEO for clients, and I started getting pretty good at it. I was making some decent income. So I had a full-time job, and on the side, I built up my SEO client income to about $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 a month. So I was making about $6 grand a month coming in take-home pay, after all the taxes and 401k and all that. And I was making an additional $6,000 a month on SEO income. This was back in 2014, 2015 timeframe now. May 2015, if I'm not wrong, I stumbled upon something called rank and rent. So basically what I did is I put up a website, a tree website, and I want to actually share this with you. So let me share my screen. So basically, this is where I'm going, right? I put up a website in a small city of Ann Arbor. The population of Ann Arbor is 121,000 population. And I put up a website that started ranking for tree removal Ann Arbor, tree service Ann Arbor, things like that. And if you see, these are companies, tree companies, paying Google for Google guaranteed lead ads. These are companies paying cost per click, they're pay-per-click clients, they're doing Google ads. But these companies here, these websites, tree companies, they were getting organic leads. They were getting traffic for free, these and these, right? So eventually I put up a website and I started doing the optimization to slowly start ranking for keywords: tree removal Ann Arbor, tree service Ann Arbor, tree trimming Ann Arbor. And I started getting calls. Those who were searching for tree service Ann Arbor, number one, they were actively looking to hire a tree company. Otherwise, they would not be searching for tree service. Number two, when they stumbled upon my Google listing, my website, right, they would call this number. Let's just assume this is my website. This is not my website, by the way, but just let's assume that. They would call this number. What I did, I still remember the first call that came up, somebody called me. The call came to me, it was forwarded to me. I picked up the phone call, and the guy at the other end, it was like, hey, I live in Ann Arbor and I'm looking for somebody to come out and give an estimate to remove a tree. And this was the first call I got, and I was like, okay, I can do that. What's your name, sir? And he said James or something. And then I asked him what his address was. So he gave me his address. And I basically told him, all right, James, give me half an hour. I'll have somebody from my team call you back, and we'll schedule a time so we can come out and take a look at your property, your tree, and give you a free estimate. He said, that's cool. What I immediately did, I went back, and that time Google guaranteed leads ads was not there. I went all the way down to 𝐷. It was Home Advisor at that time, right? 𝐷. And so these guys here are paying websites like 𝐷 and Home Advisor and Yelp per lead. So I went and I called a couple of these companies, right? I think the second company I called, I basically said, hey, I saw, this is exactly what I said. I said, do you do tree removal in Ann Arbor? He was like, yes, right, obviously. And I said, I'm not a client, but I have somebody looking for tree removal. Is that something you can help with? He said, absolutely. And then I told him, hey, I see that you're paying for leads in Home Advisor. If I can send you good quality customers and leads, these are people looking for tree services, and if you make money off of these leads, do you think we can work something out? And he said, absolutely. He said this, he said, I will pay you $25, I will actually pay you $25 a call. He did not even say per job, every closed job, because he already was paying for leads, to think about it, right? So he already was in the pay-per-call, lead game. And so he already knew it. And I was new when I stumbled and said, okay, I'll take $25 a call. Here is the first lead for you, sir. His name is James. This is his address, 123 ABC Street in Ann Arbor. This is free. Go take care of him. Okay, but every other call, you pay me $25. And so this gentleman, his name is Dwight. He's still a client. He's a tree company. He's in Ann Arbor. He's still a client. From May 2015, up until now, it's November 2023, he's been paying me $25 a call. Yes, the cost has gone up. Yes, it's inflation, but he's the first rank and rent client I had. And so I have a soft corner for him, and I haven't increased the prices. As a matter of fact, after about 4, 5, 6, 7 months, I'm not exactly sure when, I remember having a conversation with him saying, hey, Mr. Dwight, in the last 3 months, I've been sending you about 12 to 13 calls, 12 to 15 calls a month. That averages about 300 calls, $300 a month you're paying me. Is it okay if we just make it a flat fee, monthly fee, you pay $300 a month? And he's like, yeah, that's fine. Think about it. I was so new. Looking back now, he's getting a lot more calls. I know for a fact now that he makes $20,000 to $30,000 a month from the leads that he's getting from my website. He's only paying me $300 a month, and I'm fine with that because he was my first client. I learned so much from that. But that got me thinking into step 2, which is like, hey, this $300, that can go towards my phone bill and maybe my electricity bill. And I was like, this is one small rank and rent partner, rank and rent client who's paying me $300. And now my phone bill is free, and maybe my electricity is free. If I can rinse and repeat this, I can take care of all of my expenses, my mortgage, my groceries, my eating out, my car payment, right? And so that's what I did. I actually put this out. I listed each of my expenses out there, my bills. I went through and said, okay, this is my mortgage, right? This is my car payment. This is my electricity bill. This is my water heat bill. This is my water bill. I wrote all of this down and I put the dollar amount, right? And I said, okay, this AA tree, Ann Arbor tree, that takes care of this and this. It actually took care of my electricity bill and my heat bill from 2015. Okay, how many? 8 years, 8.5 years now, $300 a month. You see that? Takes care. What can I do to take care of my water bill? What can I do to take care of my car insurance? What can I do to take care of my phone bill? Okay, all of this and more, right? And so I listed it out, and then I started doing the work due diligence. Over time, for each of these expenses, my thinking is now how I can turn these expenses into profit centers. How can I create asset-based income? How can I create an asset, a rank and run website, right? Over time, it's morphed into other assets, like not just rank and run website, but we now do growth partnerships and a lot more. But just the basic rank and run website, how can I create assets that will take care of each of my expense? Because then I can slowly make enough passive income to be able to leave my job. That was my thinking. And that started my journey as to putting this all together. So over time, one of my websites is also coincidentally a tree company. I put up a tree website in a little bit of a bigger city. Remember, Ann Arbor is a, what was the population of Ann Arbor? 100,000, 120,000 population. I started getting better at ranking websites. And so now I started putting up a website in a little bit of a bigger city. And I just said Jeff Trees because the client's name is Jeff. He started paying me $1,000 a month, right? Over time, that became $1,000 a month flat fee, rental income, thanks to this website. And so that took care of not one or two bills, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bills, totaling $990. So it takes care of my water bill, my home and car insurance, my cell phone, my ADT, 1H, which is a phone bill to call international, my Comcast, my lawn and snow, and then I got a T-Mobile phone for my work. This is my personal and this is my work, right? And it took care of all of that. I'm like, holy moly, one rank and rent income, one rank and rent asset, if done right, took care of all of this. Wow. And I started going one by one, listing it out. And so over time, I got all of this going. Now, some of you looking at this may be like, okay, I got a mortgage bill of almost $2,700, $3,000. In my case, I was able to do it with one big rent website. But in your case, maybe you can break it up into 2 or 3 small websites. So maybe make $900 a month from one rank and rent site, another $1,000 a month, $500 a month, and bring it up, right? And so once I got this going, my thought process now started changing. So when my daughter said, hey, Daddy, I want to learn piano, unlike most parents out there who says, honey, piano, that's expensive. We don't have the budget right now. I said, sure, let's do the math. If you really want to learn piano, I'm going to find a way to make the money. Let's do the math, what it costs. We found a good piano teacher. It's $350 a month. And I said, okay, I need a website. I did not think how I can do overtime in my job. I did not think how I can put my wife to work. You get the idea? So over time, as I want you guys to understand what the whole idea is not just making money. It's the whole thought process of moving from a skill-based income to an asset-based income. It all started with one small rank and run website. So I just want to put this together because this is crazy. So tomorrow, if let's say my car payment right now is $500, right? It's taking care of this. But let's say tomorrow I want to go and I want to get a Tesla car, and the monthly payment is 1,000. Or maybe I want to get a Ferrari. I don't know. I'm not a car guy, if I can spell Ferrari right, but you get the idea, right? And let's say the car payment is $4,000 a month. All I need to do is now, how can I break this $4,000 a month? How can I create assets that will take care of this, that will create $4,000 of cash flow that's going to take care of my expense? So every expense, identify and then turn them into profit centers. That's my philosophy in life right now. So as an example, next year, just like an hour ago, my wife and I were talking, hey, next summer, it would be great if we can go to Europe, because we've never been to Europe, right? We've been to England for 3 days. That's about it, right? So maybe we can go to Europe, and we start, oh my God, let's look into Greece and Italy and, all these places. And so what I'm doing now is, hey, I'm going to go and do, okay, let's do the research. How much is the the flight tickets, right? Let's just say, I don't know, $1,000 per person, 4 people, $4,000, right? How much is the hotels? Maybe 2,000, right? How much is the food that we're going to be eating there? Maybe 1,000 for a 2-week vacation. How much is the car rental, right? Maybe 1,000. I don't know. And when we are there, we probably look at some sites, right? Let's just say we're going to be spending $2,000 looking at the Louvre Museum and whatever else, right? And then I would do the math. Okay, it's $10,000, right? So let's say I plan a vacation in July, and that's going to cost me $10,000. How can I put maybe 10 assets, each producing $1,000 a month? How can I put 20 assets, 20 small, simple websites, each paying $497 a month, $500 a month? Does that make sense? That is how you move from making a skill-based income, which is what 99% of the people do, put your time to make money, to slowly go and create assets that produce cash flow. Hope it made some sense, guys. I just want to share this with you. I'm just excited. Once you learn the skill of ranking, I don't call this rank and rent. I call it rank and bang. So if you're interested, there's a link to my free Facebook group. Jump on in, and we'll take care of you.